welcome back.
Same.
Thank you everyone for joining again. Thank you for the 4 bots that are watching us.
Hey.
We jump back in at an interesting time. The party has been slogging their way through the vast Ontilk woodlands, a dense and danger-filled, massive forested land between two large mountain ranges in the attempt to get back to the humble beginnings of Dinar, your young dragonborn paladin, who has been uncharacteristically receiving dark dreams of late. Along the way, you have fought yourself past Ketobleeplas, these weird swamp, horrible monstrosities. You saved traveling merchants from said swamps. You've encountered other traveling merchants. You've bested chimeras and manticores, all in this tenacious and muddy excursion through a southern swamp near the edges of the Ontilk woodlands. But it seemed that your trial had not yet come to pass, as through a commune spell, Vethinir learned from the great judge Kelimvor, his deific object of worship, that there was still a great danger ahead, and that precautions should be taken. Which most of the group decided to heed. Despite their preparations, they pushed forward for several more days without event before stumbling through eerily quiet and still section of the swampy forest. It was while investigating the spooking of their 2 remaining horses that both Krenor and Dinar, through a double natural 1 scenario, ran off the path, splashed into semi-frozen, mucky water, and alerted something. A large draconic head burst its way out of the loam and did battle. Apparently the group stumbling into the hunting grounds of a fully realized and grown adult black dragon.
Whoopsies.
Who proved to be a cunning and tenacious foe, staying underneath the water for most of the time, attempting to drag a couple of you down with it before realizing that Water Walk instantly, essentially teleported you back up to the top of the water. But instead flew about, waiting to use its breath as often as it could, and laid about with its long-reaching claws, tail, and teeth, bringing low several of the party members multiple times. The battle turned desperate as attempts to flee were balked again and again by party members losing consciousness, falling to great wounds. Malin, in an apparent act of desperation, selfishness, it's hard. It's up to the party members to determine what exactly caused it. Shouted out into the open, pleading to whatever fiendish entity had latched itself onto him for aid, with the immediate promise that everything that he was would be given as payment. Something seemed to happen. And Malin attempted to form some sort of pact or binding on the beast, with a moderate amount of success. Haruki pleaded with whatever brought him to this world, your old samurai warrior, to let him stay, sacrifice himself, let the party escape, and he would stave off the beast, the dragon, as long as he could. In a frightening turn of events, his sword began to vibrate, and then the blade exploded in his hand, shooting out into dozens of steel shards, each time landing in the water or in the ground, immediately spouting into a swirling tornado of water that caught the acidic breath of the dragon and held it at bay for seconds, while an ethereal a matronly voice called out for them to run. And run they did. For near an hour, they sprinted away from the battlefield, desperately attempting to hide themselves using a cleverly utilized pass without a trace to attempt to pull the shadows and shade together to keep the party at bay from the clearly pursuing dragon. A black-scaled head appeared amongst the brush, sniffing and searching, with a badly burned but still alive sorcerer clinging to its back. Apparently, though, their efforts of searching proved fruitless for now, and the dragon flew away in frustration. And that is now where we pick up. All of you breathless, beaten, and have very recently just avoided a re-encounter with this black monstrosity. What do you do?
We should probably continue going south out of the forest.
Don't know.
Yeah.
How far are we from your home?
Oh. We need to get there fast.
Oh, Paylor. We need to go. What was?
To go quietly, and we need
Out
to go
of the
carefully. I agree. And we do your people, your home no good if we're dead.
Yeah.
We ignored the warning of Kellenbor once, and we will not again. Kuno, take your armor off.
Why? Now you want to take it off? You wanna take it off now?
Dragon's ears are keen, and you are clumsy.
I'm not clumsy. I'm just old.
Clumsy, old, whatever you choose to describe yourself as, you are loud.
All right. Just turn around, okay? I will. Then, okay, just get the hips.
So this takes about 10 minutes, as it takes 10 minutes to doff plate armor.
In that time, Haruki,
Yeah.
now do you want the sword?
I don't think I have much of a choice.
Okay, I'll give him my +1 longsword.
Okay. You take it, Haruki, and the moment you pick it up, the necklace around your neck that has been doing erratic, vibrating, almost like circles, like an overexcited dog seeing its master at home, has been spinning around and kind of, causing havoc underneath your armor. As soon as you take the blade in your hand, it stops and falls passive around your neck.
Strange.
The blade itself is heavy. Not for a practiced and skilled man as yourself, but the weight is not what you're used to. Though you can tell it is a fine blade that will definitely do what needs to be done when it needs to be done.
Shall we get going?
Does anyone require some healing before we keep moving? I don't think we should stop for longer than this now, but... I can heal some of you.
I could use a little heal or two.
Alright, I will toss a first level healing word on Sylvarin. You heal for a delightful 7 hit points.
Thank you.
Alright. And Krenor, you have, at this point, 10 minutes have passed, you have finished taking off the metal plates, the varying other layers of leather and chain underneath. Do you wish to store them in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Okay. As you and Rethanir finish loading up everything, you hear in the distance a low roar. Familiar. And frustrated.
How distant can I tell?
Make a perception check.
Not with advantage, but with
Make a
guidance. Can I do it with guidance?
It's a skill, so I believe so.
Yeah.
Guidance is for skills, right?
Yep. Ooh, shit-tacular. 13.
13. It's tough to tell. There's you know the general direction, north, but it's just this low.
Let's move quietly, carefully. Does anyone else have, like, loud armor on?
No, he was the only one.
I was the only one that didn't.
Everyone else had taken their armor off except for Krenor, I believe.
Okay.
That wore armor. Malin didn't wear armor.
Are we still passed without traced?
For the next 50 minutes.
Okay.
So are you guys all traveling quietly, or are you trying to get away as quickly as possible?
I think we're going quiet.
Quietly,
for now.
carefully.
Quickly.
Quiet.
Alright.
Hey,
Quiet.
can I get those boots? His fast is our slow.
All right. I'd like you all to make a stealth check for me, please. Plus 10, as long as Sylvarin has been maintaining concentration on the Pass Without a Trace.
And Krenor, you might want to guidance yourself if you have it.
I guide myself.
Ooh,
Not good.
natural 20.
You said plus 10?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what Pass
that's
Without a
your
Trace
spell.
does.
Wow.
Unless you wanted to stop concentrating on it for any reason. Haruki, is that plus 10?
That is plus 10.
Alrighty.
So bade.
Natural 20 for
This
36.
is the highest I've ever seen a non-ranger rogue character.
Well, that's only because Pat's without a trace, so.
You have a plus 6 stealth?
I guidanced, so.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
This cleric's dex is off the chain!
I was wondering.
His dex!
Max roll everything! Ah!
Rethanir past life was actually he was a swashbuckler.
He was actually Vax.
That's exactly it. So you all
Yeah,
you make
300 years ago.
way slowly, steadily, pushing your way carefully through the still somewhat chilled air. It is now getting closer to dark as you encounter the dragon later in the afternoon. You press forward, using that darkness to your advantage, and you creep slowly but surely forward. Haruki, there's a moment where your left foot hits a rock and you stumble, and you're about to go falling into one of the many various stagnant pools of water around the path you're pick your way through, when Dinar and Krenor both kind of reach out a hand and grab you, and slowly kind of pull you back, give you a little pat on the shoulder,
My
And the back of
apologies.
the knee.
or the back of the knee for our gnomish friend,
You're so awkward.
and you press onward. And again, you hear another quieter but still recognizable
Closer or further?
a little further, but audible.
And we're still in the forest at this
.com.
point.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys press forward, and you feel tense, on edge, measuring each footstep and arm movement with great measure and care. So you guys are traveling quite a slow pace, but you are maintaining a rather impressive stealth field around yourselves.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self,
Okay.
and I want to be
Okay.
a swampy-looking creature, real small,
Okay.
like a,
Describe how you're a swamp-looking creature.
so
What-
like not quite Shrek, but like maybe like a little sludgy, like a little ogre that's sludgy, and it's like Muck, you know that Pokemon
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
with like mud and leaves on me.
So he wants to be
Okay.
in a low and muck, basically.
Okay. All right. So you guys are traveling deathly forward, and you hear a slight rustle behind you, and you turn around and you see where Knorr once stood, a dirty pile of swamp refuse, with vaguely coal black eyes, kind of floating in the middle of it, giving you all this like horrifying like. You guys know the toxic from Fern Gully?
Nope.
No, but sure.
Yes.
Like kind of like when he smiles, when he's in his gaseous form, and he just kind of goes ever so slightly like Cheshire Cat, like too much.
Yeah.
Totally.
Nah, but I'll nod like I do.
None of you've seen Fern Gully. God damn it.
What Fergal is
now-
awesome.
Sorry.
Now I see what that thing looks like.
So you press on, and you press on.
Wagga wagga.
There is something large moving in your direction.
Hide. Get her!
Does that sound like dragon wings?
Sounds big.
So Varn, are we still good?
To my knowledge.
You guys have traveled at this point for about an hour. You're at the you'd have to recast it again probably if you want to get the benefits.
Do it. Do it.
Hold on, I'm just double checking that I can. God damn, where's this thing? Where's this listed? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Under spells.
Second level.
Change this up a little bit.
Yes, I cast it again.
Okay.
Oh god.
So you cast it again.
Yes.
As luckily the sound of the wings blots out some of the movements that you make while doing this. I would like you all to make another stealth check, please.
And
Okay.
It's-
Okay.
Disguise Self is not concentration, so I'll cast Guidance.
Nice.
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 Oh.
Can I also cast guidance?
Do you have it as a cantrip?
Yes.
But it's concentration, so it would break
Oh,
down.
I
do
can't
it.
do
Don't
that.
do it,
I
you
can't do that.
motherfuck.
I'm not doing it, okay? God
No,
damn.
by all means, whatever you want to do.
He says as he bares his fangs.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have fangs.
All of our bots will be disappointed.
Oh, he's right, you know.
Savarn, was that with the plus 10?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, I know.
So, you hear the wings. You hear the sound of water being splashing up the side of some great weight, rapidly impacting the soft ground somewhere. You all throw yourselves down, duck down. Knorr, you get even closer, and you hilariously enough, almost vanish once you stop moving as you get nice and close. Unfortunately, Dinar and Silvarin tried to dive into the same spot, and there's this like as Dnar's elbow catches Sylvarin right underneath the rib cage, and there's this slight cough. And Rethinir, your keen ears, which are not enhanced right now,
But still pretty keen.
pretty keen. Hira.
Can we see anything?
You don't see.
How far away is it?
Make a perception check.
Which I'm not going to use guidance on because that has verbal component. Ooh, 14.
14. Sounded close.
Okay.
Anything else you guys don't have a lot of time. Anything else you guys want to do? Anything creative you can think?
I mean,
I have no spells left.
What's the ground like?
It's this weird mixture. You guys have been walking on at the firmest parts of the ground as you can, but it's fairly swampy. So there's this like it's late fall at this point, so it's chilly. There's like certain pockets have like a tiny film of ice underneath them, but it's like super clear. But there's ferns, there's grass, there's trees that are both alive and dead, have fallen over in various states of moss-covered decompression.
I cast plant growth on the ground immediately below us.
Okay, does plant growth require a verbal? Does it have a verbal component to it?
no, it's just somatic. Oh wait, no, it's verbal.
It says
Somatic.
verbal.
Sorry,
And you'd have to
somatic.
say something to cast it.
Verbal and somatic.
Yeah, sorry, I saw the S for casting time and misread it.
Are we near rocks?
Make a perception check.
Am I very specifically near rocks? So, do I need to perceive that I'm sitting on a rock? Alright, that's in any case, that's a 19.
There's a couple rocks around. There's about a head-sized one.
Fuck! Never mind.
Well, what were you trying to look for?
I have advantage on stealth checks with my stone camouflage.
No, that requires you to be in like the mountains and like.
I'm trying!
I just stay really quiet
Okay.
because I'm not the one that made a sound.
Do I have a sense of the general direction of what is presumably the dragon versus the noise that Ruki and Sylvarin made? Like,
Relatively enough with that check before, yes.
Okay. Can I just pick up a small like stone or pebble from the ground or something and just like in a direction that I think would lead it away from us?
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Okay. 15.
15? Okay. I'm gonna ask you to also make another stealth check, as you were pretty well stealthed before, but just on the cusp of its passive perception. So this is going to be to see if you can continue to kind of slide underneath that line while you do that. You already succeeded on the athletics check, so don't worry about that.
All right.
Sleight of hand.
Another stealth. Ooh.
This is with the plus 10 still.
Oh, great. 18.
18.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Did you guide yourself?
That requires talking.
Okay. So you go to throw the stone, and as you kind of like hunch yourself up, ever so slightly to do so, and as you do, you throw, and a sound catches your head to whip to the left. As about 200 feet away, you see the burning green eyes of a familiar dragon staring right back at you. As your head already looking over at the disturbance that Dndnar and Sylvarin had caused. And you hear a gurgling voice billow out. There you are.
stand up. And just use thaumaturgy. You think we were so foolish as to run all together? Fine then. And I'm gonna charge towards it.
Okay.
And then a swamp creature appears out of.
Oh
swamp.
gosh. No! Well, I'm charging towards it anyway.
Wabba 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 wabba.
Fuck, I guess I run toward it too.
I go in.
Oh god. Well,
Okay.
that's not what you're supposed to do.
All right. I guess we're rolling initiative, guys.
Oh, no!
Is Malin rolling initiative too?
We're gonna get to that.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Well, this was not going the way it should have gone at all.
Oh, you're supposed to keep hiding, and I was gonna gloriously sacrifice myself.
That's
Fuck.
not how that works, you idiot.
Breathy, you're supposed to be wise.
Okay,
No.
this is good. This is good.
That's why I shouted the thing out I shouted.
Oh, I forgot we're rolling initiative. LOL.
Oh god. Okay.
No, I'm supposed to be higher on the initiative.
Hold on.
You are 19.
No, but everyone else is higher.
And we
No one
didn't-
else is
we
higher.
didn't
No one
rest
else.
or anything. I'm still at like 26.
Oh wait, those
hit
are
points.
previous rolls.
Boy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm the
Keep
first
in mind,
one.
guys, none of you have rested. You are still at the same hit points and spell slot usage that you were when we ended the last.
We're all
Yeah,
aware.
I don't know why you charged, Breathy. It's run away.
Don't
We
don't
can't
don't,
outrun
don't
the
do that.
thing.
What
don't
the
do
fuck?
this.
I
Don't do
can!
this right now, guys. Don't do this right now. We're in it.
Okay.
All right.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Where's the music? Where's? There it is.
It used all 3 of its legendary resistances. I really don't remember.
Du-du-du-dum.
You know what would be great here?
What would be good here?
Wait, hold on. No one has it, but it just would be great.
Banishment.
Polymorph.
There, fucking finally. Jeez. All right. Hold on. Almost there, boys.
Oh boy.
So for
Guys. Ugh.
I have recommended music.
okay. So for the purposes of this, guys, because I can't make the map big enough without making everything to seem hilariously infinitesimally small, we're gonna treat the squares as 10 feet. Otherwise, we are gonna be sitting on waiting a while I remake a bunch of stuff. If that's okay with you guys.
Nah.
All right. Well, fuck you.
Wow.
I'm not even sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
So we've been treating each square on the board as like a 5-foot square.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, in order for the scale to make sense, and in order for us to keep on the size of the map that I have, without us going to something like ridiculously, like the scale to be like ridiculous, we're just going to treat each block, like each square that you see on the screen, as a 10-foot square as opposed to a 5-foot square.
Okay.
So normally you could move, like on a turn you could move 6 squares, you can move 3, but it's still like the same amount of distance.
Yeah, the scale's switching.
The scale is switching, that's all. Yeah, I'm okay with that, Quinor.
It's a good choice.
I've heard that somewhere.
What are we listening to? Is it? Oh,
All right.
Well.
Alrighty. Rethnir, what'd you get?
16.
16. Dinar.
14.
14. Haruki.
19.
Nice. Krenor.
1.
Yeah. He's not here right now. Sylvarin.
14.
Alrighty. Oh, okay. Alright.
Are we still on the main map, or?
I was just changing some things.
Okay, no problem.
You guys are moving
Tom,
around now. Nope.
Now.
GM lair. Hey,
Alright,
mushrooms. We got this, boys. We'll just take shrooms.
Alrighty. So you see up in the top left-hand corner, pushing its way through. As again, these trees almost seem like it's thick, dense, rough underbrush. You guys have been making your way slowly and stealthily, but it's been rough going. There are thorn bushes where you wouldn't normally expect them to be. There are vines that almost seem to like subtly reach out and claw at your feet, and you really haven't noticed it because you've been taking such a careful and cautious time through. But as you stand up, Rethnir, and you begin to charge forward, you almost like half trip as you now start to realize this. But you see the black dragon land in between two trees, easy as the day is long. Again, it seems like the wildlife here is almost allows the dragon to move unhindered. Top of the round, Haruki.
Where is the dragon? Oh, there it is.
It's your boy. Well, I will shout to the group.
Can I have been a little farther ahead if I started running first?
You would have been about, I'd say, half your movement. So it'd be
Alright.
2 squares, I'd say. 'Cause remember, the squares are 10 feet.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
So,
I will say to the group. I was gonna say something really corny, but I'll just say,
Omewaru.
Shinjiri.
be as the wind and flow.
That was pretty cheesy.
I committed to the cheesiness. I'm
Oh
basically
my
telling you guys to run.
You just stunned Dinar for a round.
And then I will use my action to...
Disengage.
Actually, no. I will run 40 feet this way. And as I run past Rethnir, I will push him backwards.
Are
And
you
I
trying to
would-
like shove him,
Like,
or you
well, not
just
shove him. Like, I'm not using my action to shove him, but like to push
Gotcha.
him back.
making clear your intent that you are winning this bout to sacrifice yourself?
Yes.
Right, to
And
sacrifice
I
yourself.
am using my action to take the dodge. I'm using my action to take the dodge.
Okay.
And then I would like to, if I could, shout to the dragon. You float easily on the wind with your wings, but have you ever caught an old man through the forest?
I'm right here.
Make an intimidation check.
Don't fuck me!
I'll fuck.
Kill!
That is a... Do we get an advantage on intimidation? No, I have proficiency. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 intimidation.
13. Okay. We'll see what happens. End of your turn, it's going to use 2 legendary actions, and it begins to beat its wings much more fiercely. Nothing seems to be affecting around it, but it then does move 40 feet closer to you guys. And lands back, kind of floats up for a little bit, kind of like almost like pushes off like a springed jump with its wings, and lands 40 more feet into the ground. Bethany, it's your turn.
Oh god, it's so far away.
I said you guys were about 200 feet away from me.
I know.
Run!
Okay. Is like everybody jumped up and broken stealth? Is like, can it see everybody?
So far, it's been able to see Haruki, Rethanir. Oh, actually, you wouldn't know.
Great.
Definitely Haruki and Rethanir, though.
Well, yeah. Okay. I am going to drop the bag of holding where I stand. Look back over my shoulder and just like look at Dinar and just say, "Go." And then I'm going to run 30 feet this way. Actually, no. Instead of that, I'm going to step up behind Haruki and cast Death Ward on him.
Okay.
As my action, and then I will use the rest of my movement to go like 20 feet that to the side.
Okay.
So, bag of holding is varish now.
Which one?
A circle.
Circle.
Sylvarin,
Circle
it's
takes
your
square.
turn.
Yeah. So I am gonna disengage.
Okay, you're not in combat with anybody.
Am I not?
So disengage is to like get out of like the combat reach of a thing that's attacking you.
Okay. Then I am going to.
Like if you just want to,
Attack of
if you just want to turn and run away, you can just do that.
Yeah, that's what I. That's what I was thinking there.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity. He didn't disengage.
This motherfucker over here.
Sentinel trip him! Ah! Got him!
All right. So are you using your full turn to run away, or just your movement?
Yeah, I'm using my full turn, so I can dash, right?
Yeah. So you can use an action to dash, so you can move another 30 feet from where you are. So you'd be able to get to like just about the edge of the map.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay. All right. Dinar, it's your turn.
I am gonna use my full movement to run up, grab the bag of holding.
Okay.
Is it an action to pick it up?
You're not using it. I'll give it as a free action.
Okay. Both of you idiots, run! like with us, I mean.
Charisma-based caster right there.
Hey, buddy!
Listen, I'm persuasive, but I just don't know how to use words. And I'm gonna run. Where the fuck is not a line in this thing?
I mean, you're gonna be in line with somebody, but...
I'm gonna run over here with my dash. Fly, you fools!
Okay.
Next up is the dragon. Rolled pretty not great.
Keep it up.
How beat up do Rethi and Haruki look?
They both look pretty decently beat up.
Great, the dragon's gonna tear through him. Okay.
The dragon's gonna get right up to there. Its wings kind of beating again and barely coasting it over the various pools of water. You see kind of ripples as its claws catch the edge and just break the surface tension as it coasts forward and lands down. Old man, do insects I've dissolved and sucked down. Your words mean nothing to me. Interestingly enough, you guys are just out of the range of its breath.
Oh my god.
But it is going to. You know what? You know what it's going to do? Hold on.
No, but you're about to tell us.
Okay.
Are we in a line again?
Nope. Okay.
Breezy, I got you. It's gonna use all 3 of its legendary actions to move in between all of us and just sit there. That's it. I tried.
It's a masochist dragon.
Yeah. It's like it just read 50 Shades of Grey. It wants to know about all the like. I didn't read the book. I have no idea. How to
Anyone have a whip?
this. I don't know how to use this.
Alright. While I attempt to draw this thing, instead what happens is as soon as the dragon finishes saying that, you hear it mutter a phrase.
Oh no.
And Dinar and Krenor erupting in your space in front of you in a 60-foot line, cutting both Haruki and Rethanir off from the rest of the party. A 20-foot wall of fire just erupts in front of you guys. I need both the 2 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
John, you get +4.
Yeah, look, I got it right.
Dexterity.
Yeah, I can move it if you want.
That's pretty much right there.
Okay,
It'd be right through the where they're standing.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's right there.
Because it's a wall of fucking fire.
Yeah. All right, so both of you succeed.
John, you got a 26.
I think I know what my number is.
Unless you have a -2 on dexterity.
I do. Thank you.
Oh.
You know a sleep number? You want?
All right, so it would be 21 points of fire damage, halved to 11.
And can I use my reaction to take no damage?
You can, yes.
Because I took out my great shield before.
Because yes, I saw that before. So you kind of hold up the shield just in time. The force of it blasts you back, and you kind of take Krenor with you, and the both of you kind of move back a couple feet. And the interesting thing that you notice is, as soon as that initial blast hit and the immense heat washed over you, there's no additional real source of heat on this side. Like, it's there, it's hot, but it's not burning on your side. Krenor, it's your turn.
Oh, so it's facing.
Do I see the end of the wall?
Yeah, it kind of like curves around these 2 different trees. The branches themselves, you can see like already the leaves are beginning to like curl and wither away. You cannot see through the firewall though. So both for Dinar and Haruki, you can't see the dragon. You can't see Rethanir or Haruki.
All right. I'm going to step through.
You're gonna step through the firewall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Make another dexterity saving throw.
Plus,
8.
You take another 27 points of fire damage. Do you walk? Do you stop on the other side? Like, do you walk all the way through it, or?
I wanted to walk here.
Okay.
So I go through this fire, swamp monster covered, and as I'm burning, I go and I turn to Rethinir. You're not leaving that easy, and I cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
Tragic. You heal 6.
Well, you know, it's something.
And I'm not looking okay. But I'm not leaving you. And as an action, I'd like to old man dance. Or put the fire out. Am I on fire?
Oh, you're not on fire, but when you pass through it. There's
So
this
I'll
thing-
old man dance then.
Okay. There is now this Shrek muck-covered
Burn.
pile of swamp loam, slightly singed, that is now just kind of.
Fucking D&D.
All right. Rookie, top of the round.
I will turn and shout out to the group again. I've been sent to this world to save your lives. Run!
Why are you laughing?
because this party is so stubborn.
And I will use
Really are.
my action to run 80 feet to dash to here and taunt the worm again by saying, Come, little wasp. Bear yourself against a true warrior.
Make another intimidation check.
Uh, 19.
19. Okay. We'll see what happens. Rethinir, it's your turn.
Here, Haruki, I turn and look at the old man dancing gnome. And looking at Krenor. Let there not be more death than there needs to be. And I'm gonna turn and dash 60 feet that way.
Okay.
Oh. Fuck.
Run back to the fire! Run back to the fire!
I think I left my oven on.
And
door
is
open.
Krenor also looking pretty beat up?
Knorr's looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, okay, so as my bonus action, I will toss a 3rd level healing word on him.
Very nice, very nice.
Fuck.
For 6.
For 11 points of healing.
11?
Yep.
That's a number.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 1 and a 2, I'm sorry.
You roll with disadvantage because I'm old man dodging.
The healing. Just putting your hands over your ears. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You healed anyway, bitch!
Hey,
yeah,
Macarena.
so- Yeah, I
Alrighty.
dash that way. That's my turn.
Okay. Okay. Sylvarin, we're back to you, boy.
Yeah, can I keep running?
Yeah, so you move another 60 feet. So you're at this point, you're 40 feet off the map, so I just want you to keep track of that. So,
Okay.
40 feet southeast.
Okay, I'll be 40 feet southeast.
Okay.
And I just want to yell back at the group. I didn't listen last time when you said to run, so I'm fucking running.
Handsome, silver-haired wood elf, very much his natural element, just screams, "I'm fucking running."
All I hear is roaring fire.
Alrighty.
Is it me or legendary action?
It's gonna go you.
The fuck is going on? I assume from this angle I don't see Rethi.
I'll allow a bonus action perception check.
Ooh! That's a 5 minus 1, 4.
Nah, lot of flame. Trees and flame.
Ah! Ah! I'm gonna run over it.
Okay, you move 30 feet that way?
Actually,
Yeah,
over here.
Yeah, you can see him. You see him kind of like coming around, like as you like turn in, like what the fuck is going on? You turn and you see a haggard-looking elf kind of make its way back in the direction you guys were initially trying to run into.
Rethi, are we going?
Can I answer?
Quickly, very quick, one word.
Yes!
Okay,
You figured the puzzle out.
All right.
and I'm gonna sort of like tilt my head back and look for other people, and that's my turn.
I imagine you're tilting like.
Actually, there's an egg behind.
Alright, it is now the dragon's turn.
That's where you come from.
The dragon's head watches Rethenir actually can't turn and run. But something that old man said seems to have gotten under its scales. Its head turns back to you, Haruki. If there's one thing I cannot abide, it's misplaced pride. And it will turn and stay where it is. Its mouth opens and a gurgling, frothing maw opens up, and this terrifyingly noxious liquid. I need you to make a
I think it was a dex.
dexterity saving throw, please.
This is gonna be a pain in my ass. Holy fuck! Alright, let's see what it is. That's a natural 1, but I'm going to use my Ring of Evasion to automatically succeed.
Okay, absolutely. Just for my sanity, does it say you have to succeed first, or does it says automatically succeed?
This ring has three charges. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can reuse your reaction to expend one of its charges to succeed on a saving throw instead.
Fantastic. So you've used a reaction, but that was
Yes.
very good.
Fuck. And that was the last charge!
Oh boy.
120. Oh.
And wow, you rolled pretty shittily. So you only take 22 points of acid damage.
Yay! Only 22! Ha!
But you can still feel the caustic liquid burn its way through your unarmored skin. It is, however, going to use its movement to get right next to you. Kind of seems to be licking the last of the whatever caustic liquid it spat out. It seems to like lick the last of it up off its teeth. Krenor, it's your turn.
I go.
You go.
Should I stay or should I go? And
I can't even see you.
if I approach this wall,
Mhm.
do I feel its flames a licking?
It feels hot, definitely hotter than the other side, but nothing detrimental quite yet. You have to get a little bit closer before you feel like your skin is
No.
starting to blister.
No. I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna move over here then. In line with Rethi. And I run and I try my best not to look back at Haruki. And as a bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word on Rethi. Oh, magic. How much did you heal last time?
6.
Alright. You heal 7.
My watch
Thank
together
you.
broke.
Oh no.
There it is. Okay.
No, this is the bad music.
No, it's just a bad picture.
Somebody once told me.
Okay. End of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action, and the tail is going to swipe out towards this puny human who to think you could speak so highly to it. And it is going to with a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty.
There's a magic number you can't hit.
For 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck, you almost hit it, you dick.
And Haruki, now that it has landed closer to you and you can see it, with its face snarling towards you, there's a curious pattern that seems to be freshly carved into the front of its head. And it's your turn. Top of the round.
Hey, it's your boy, Harukles, for the last time, signing out.
Say that.
I will
No,
use
throw us
my
back to
bonus
Magical
action to use Fighting Spirit.
Alrighty.
So I get 5 temporary hit points.
Hey!
Also advantage.
And advantage on my next 2 strikes, which are going to the dragon. Wait, he's within range, correct?
No, you have to move. His tail has quite a long reach, so you'd have to move closer to it, technically.
Okay, well, is he in range? Okay, wait. Is he in range of an opportunity attack?
Alright, based on the first sight, you know you're within his
Okay.
range. He's not within your range, so if you move away, he can hit you.
So I'd have to step
you-
closer to him, but he's on the ground, correct? Or
He is on the
flying?
ground. He is not flying.
Okay, then
He's
I
been
will.
kind of like coasting.
How much further do I need to move up to him?
You need to move about 10-15 feet closer to him.
Okay.
So like 1 square is worth.
Well, I will do that, and then I will take my 2 attacks at
Okay.
advantage.
So I'll move you closer right there.
19 to hit on the first one,
19 just barely hits.
and then 22 to hit on the second one.
22 hits. Roll damage for both.
How do you want to do this?
So it is actions. 1d10 plus 5, and then plus a d6 of necrotic. 1d10. Where's my other d10? 1d10. Oh fuck, that's not me. So that is okay. 8 points of slashing damage on the first,
Okay.
and then 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 points of slashing damage on the second.
All right.
And then I
what
will
about the
use the rest of my movement to take cover behind this tree.
And
Or I
that
don't
was
know
with
if
the
I can
necrotic in both of those as well.
Yes, that was with the necrotic in both of those as well.
So you've already moved 10 feet. So you can move 25.
I have 40 feet, so I can move another
40
30,
feet.
so I could get behind the tree.
Okay, you go over there. It's going to use its reaction to take an attack of opportunity on you.
It does not because of Charger.
Did you move enough for Charger to be effective?
It's when I hit. If you choose to make an melee attack or hit.
Yes, I'm thinking of. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, I'm not using the Charger feat to whatchamacall. I'm using the
Yes,
second
no, no, no.
portion, where
Yep,
if you
yep,
hit
no,
something,
you're
it
good.
can no longer take an attack of opportunity.
You're totally correct. Yes.
Yay!
Nice.
So you kind of give with this newer sword, you give these 2 quick slashes, and one of them seems to catch the horn of its head just in a right angle to cause its head to kind of. And it's just in that moment where its concentration is broken from you that you quickly charge and dart away back around a tree. Rethanir, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, dashing.
You are.
So I guess I would get 30 feet off the map.
Yeah, so mark yourself 30 feet east.
Okay. Okay, and I will toss another healing word at Kranur, because that's what we do as cleric buddies, I guess. At first level, if I don't have much left, for a delightful minimum of 5 healing.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Check something. Alright. So once again, using 2 legendary actions, the dragon's wings begin to beat furiously. And take off into the air. And lands right next to you again, Haruki. Right about there. And like it's this weird, like, it's not quite illusion, but it's like the part of the tree that used to be there, kind of covering between you and the creature. All of a sudden, the tree is a different shape. You didn't see it move. You didn't see the trees change at all. But all of a sudden, it's at such a perfect angle for them to not hinder the dragon's movement towards you. But that's its legendary action. Sylvarin, I'm assuming you're going to keep running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at this point, I'm going to ask a question. Is there anybody apart from Haruki that is not continuing to run away?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, where you at, buddy? Where you at?
Milan just all of a sudden turns. He was invisible on the dragon. It's just like, hi.
No, I'm not staying. But while I'm running, I do just want to think to myself and sort of like, I hope something can help him, and that's it.
Okay.
There's no one for me to ask, so I don't ask anyone.
Okay. Roll a d20.
D20!
Just a straight d20.
4!
Okay.
I tried.
Okay. So, you all continue your run in a southern-eastern direction, attempting to look back through the brush and the loam and the ever-present wall of fire that continues to burn as you hear the dragon gurgle and growl and roar, and the fearless shouts of Haruki, your far-from-home friend. Haruki, do you stay and fight?
The goal was to create an opening and get away as soon as possible, but I feel like that's not going to happen. So if Haruki is going to choose to either turn and run and get stripped down running, he would rather fight and die than run and be stabbed in the back.
The dragon, it's close, but you've seen its reach with its tail. If you're clever and quick, you might be able to get it out of its range before it can turn and react. If you're clever. But it's close. What do you wish to do?
I will... Wait, okay, so when you said that the tree bend to its will, right? Or like it's on its side for the most part. Is it on its side out of manipulation? Or is it, I mean, I wouldn't know how to check for this, but how would I know if it's nature's will that it's on its side or not? Is there anything I could do? Or can I just give a perception check to the tree?
You know what? Make an Arcana check.
Oh, fuck. Arcana? 18.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So after your meeting with Anita Fiddlefin, the matron turned silver dragon, you pestered Rethanir and Dinar for questions of dragon biology, physiology, what in the dear name of holy light these creatures are, and you were able to glean some knowledge from them, that dragons, once they reach a sufficient age and power, are able to passively affect they're incredibly magical creatures, and their magical presence over time warps and manipulates the area around their chosen lair. A dragon is never at disadvantage when it comes to moving through their chosen domain. So in this particular instance, this just seems to be how the land is reacting to the extraordinarily magical presence of this old creature that has called this area of the woodlands home.
Okay.
You also, in this moment, recall the difficulty that you all had recently making your way through various aspects of the swamp, and gather that these two things are probably connected.
Well, I will think to myself, should I be plucked now from the stream of life once more, then, I mean, if it is my time now to be plucked from the stream of life once more, then so be it. But I will fight as every fish before me has. And I will use my attack to attempt to cut the tree and get leaves to fall and break vision, throw my hat off to the left, and run to the right.
Okay. First off, make an attack. Make an attack roll. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, I already said it, yeah, stick with that.
16.
16. What's your, strength score?
Strength is 18.
18, okay. So, you smack, at such an angle with this heavier blade, and that you draw it around. It's a skinnier, younger tree, and as you cut into it, there's a ruffle and a shake, and a couple leaves and sticks begin to fall down. You take your hat, throw it off to the side. Make an acrobatics and then athletics check. With advantage on the acrobatics.
Acrobatics is an 18, and then you said athletics track?
Yes. Not at advantage, just a straight roll.
Athletics is 12.
12. Okay. So you manage to smack the tree. Several of the leaves and branches kind of smack into the creature's head. You throw the hat to the side and you sprint, and as you sprint you see the dragon's head track towards to the left, the direction that you threw your hat. You're able to move almost your full movement. Let's see. So you're able to move 30 feet instead of 40 feet away. The dragon is going to make a check of its own to see if it can perceive. That was... Alright. So, seemingly, the dragon is distracted by the commotion in the direction in which you threw your hat. You get another round to decide what you're going to do.
I will double back from the way that the dragon came from.
So the dragon came from the northwestern direction. You guys are traveling south, roughly southeast. So are you traveling back north, or are you traveling south?
I will travel north, but I have the path that the dragon took to approach us. He walked the way, or was he flying the way?
I mean, you just kind of saw him. You didn't see him until Rethanir
pointed him out. And what I'm asking is, from that time that we spotted him to where he was, did he walk that way?
He walked and flew. He was a combination. He would coast along the ground with his
Where
wings.
are his last tracks?
Make a survival check.
Ooh. 10.
10. Can't tell. It's tough. There's a lot of water and stagnant liquid around. Gotta be quick.
Does there look like there's a pool or anything that I can dive down into?
I mean, you're currently in a medium-sized but shallow pool. You want to try to dive under the water and hide yourself?
That's the idea.
Okay, make a stealth check. You do not get the plus 10.
Uh, 12.
12, okay. The dragon's head, as you kind of like haphazardly throw yourself underneath, just enough so that you can kind of get your whole body into water. It's cold. It's very cold. It takes all of your willpower to not, as the cold water hits the top of your head, to keep you from kind of gasping in and beginning the drowning process, as what happens to so many people when they fall into cold water. The dragon's going to make another perception check to see if he notices. What'd you roll again?
12.
12. There's a... You can see kind of murky through the water, or you can see actually splashing, the legs splashing in the water in your direction. What do you do? Quick, what do you do?
Can I dive deeper down?
There's not much deeper you can go. There's about maybe another foot or two.
Fuck.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Haruki? Come on, what are you doing? Dragon's bearing down on you. It's traveling in your direction.
I will take off and run to the left, 80 feet into the trees, and try to just run away.
Okay, so you run off this way, and you sprint ahead, and just as you do, you splash up, and the dragon kind of it's got its breath weapon back while you were underwater. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage, as you did actually it barely perceived you, so it was still mildly surprised when you splashed up where you were.
Fucking natural 20.
Okay. So you take half damage.
Hey.
So you take
29.
28 points of acid damage.
I am out.
You have Death Ward, so you have 1 hit point.
You
Holy shit.
you feel the skin bubble and dissolve and slough off most of your back of your shoulders. The pain is incredible, and it causes you to black out for a bare moment. And as you stumble forward, your foot instead, in the blackness, lands on about a person-sized silver scale that only you see, and your foot hits that scale, and there's this resounding gong, boom, and your vision clarifies, and you are on your feet at 1 hit point, horribly burned. It's your turn. Dash another 80 feet.
Yeah, just trying to run past trees and strike them as I go, leaving pockets of
Okay.
leaves.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that went everywhere.
Yeah.
20 non-natural.
20, okay. You smack a couple trees, and it's causing the leaves to break. The dragon seems incredibly frustrated. And starts bounding after you in your direction. Rethner, you turn around, and you see about 75 feet behind you, Haruki, horribly injured, but running just as strong as ever. And about 80 feet behind him, a terrifying scaled engine of destruction and malice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into a group skill challenge to see if you guys can get away.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'll
Heck.
be back soon in a second. What are we doing?
We're doing a group skill challenge to see if you guys can get away. I would like everyone to please roll athletics, as you guys are now just sprinting and running and trying to keep away.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Stay spread out, presumably. Or that's what I'm trying to do. Athletics.
Oh boy.
I'm
Did
gonna
Haruki catch up to us?
Fuck.
bless myself or whatever.
He's about 60 feet behind you guys.
Wait, so Haruki is running towards us, or in the same direction as us?
He's running in the same direction.
I'm not explicitly looking at you guys to help. I'm just running.
So right now, Silvarin is the furthest south, and he's about 50 feet away from the rest of you guys. Dinar and Krenor in the middle, and then Rethinir, you're on like the far easternmost side.
Jesus, guys.
You said athletics, right?
Holy shit.
I did, yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Well-
checking.
So that first round did not go super great for you. You guys pushed. There's a lot of tripping. The fear is catching up, and the exhaustion from the fight is catching up in a lot of your legs, and many of you kind of trip and stumble and fall. The dragon gains about 40 feet on you guys, so it is now within breath weapon range of some of you if it chooses to.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. I'll wait until the next round before I ask my question.
Okay. However,
If there's one.
it kind of roars and frustratingly, it pushes through several trees, one snapping under the great weight and strength as it pushes it down to the ground, and bears down on all of you guys. Make another. This one I'm going to say athletics or acrobatics for those of you if you're trying to like parkour and jump your way over trees.
I'm gonna still do athletics.
You jumping?
Near me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, boys. I'm out.
Krenor would be the closest one to you.
Okay. Can I, and you tell me if this is possible, it's up to you. I don't know what he rolled. I'm looking at you, I'm not looking at the list on purpose.
Mhm.
Could I get disadvantage by helping him to give him advantage? Like I see him tripping and I help him out because I know I'm super athletic. Again, I'm not looking at rolls. I'm purposely not. It's up to you completely.
I would say you could do that.
That's what I'd wanted to say before. I just didn't want to interrupt anything.
What happened to Sammy? Something happened to Sammy?
He's distracted. Kill the dragon.
I thought like he threw up or something. Okay. What a jerk. I will say you can give him your aura bonus. It normally is reserved for saving throws, but you get a -2 penalty to whatever you rolled.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay.
So Kenor gets +4. I got -2, so I'm at 16.
I got +4?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're at
So
10.
then 10.
Okay, this one's better. 19. Or sorry, 20 athletics for me.
Okay. So this time, Haruki, you're stumbling and falling. The rest of the party actually increases the distance. So like right now, roughly, it's like the party in a rough
Group,
conglomerate,
and then me, then dragon.
then you, then Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon caught up. Now the group has pulled away, and you're keeping in space away from the dragon, but the group is now pulling away from you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait until next turn.
Okay. We're gonna do one more athletics or acrobatics.
How far away is the dragon from us?
Yeah.
The dragon is about. You guys are about 60. About 120 feet away.
And how far is Haruki from us?
Haruki's about 60 feet behind you guys.
And are we
He was
kind of
40,
are we kind of like in a line with the dragon? No, I'm not asking for breath weapon. I'm just
No. I mean, you could, if you paused, you could get line of sight on it.
well. Here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Before or during the next check, if I may.
You guys are welcome to throw anything like creative
Okay.
ideas like during these checks and everything.
I got nothing more than 60 feet away from me.
As we're running and this situation is rapidly deteriorating. I'm a turn and
Already ready to go.
I'm a turn and spare an action to cast right behind
Do it.
right behind Haruki, like kind of between him and the dragon. I'd like to burn my 5th level slot to cast Cloud Kill, just to like create this fog of like gray mist that I like to think is full of like grasping spectral hands. This 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous gas, and the area is heavily obscured. So if I put it between the dragon and Haruki, it shouldn't be able to see him for a little bit.
I'm gonna say, because you are moving, you would have to stop to do this.
Yes, and I will.
I'm going to say make a spellcasting ability check, just to see how accurate you are
Okay.
with the spell.
Spellcasting ability check. 14.
14. All right, Haruki, as you're running and kind of coughing and stumbling, you feel another kind of terrifyingly caustic fragrance and feel to your skin, but it's not harmful. And it's as you barely kind of coast the end of it, almost at the end of Return of the Jedi, as the Millennium Falcon flies out of the firestorm. There's this opaque cloud of fog that just covers you, and you begin to cough and hack, and the rest of you turn around and Renton, you kind of watch in horror for a half second, and then the frail at this point form of Haruki bounds its way out of the smoke towards you, and he's quite a quick fellow for as old as he is. He's quicker than most of you, and he's slowly catching up. At this point, the dragon slams into the Cloud Kill. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save, correct. And the Cloud Kill kind of like rolls toward it too, so.
Mm-hmm. Rolled a 17.
That succeeds.
Okay.
So it takes half. Oh fuck! I'll just do it here. 5d8 poison damage. So it takes 7 poison damage.
Alrighty. But as it kind of all of a sudden hits this cloud, and you hear this grating, clawing, wrenching sound as the creature kind of stops for a second.
Murloc.
You guys have now been able to push. You guys are all dashing. All of you are moving at 60 feet, except for Haruki, who's moving at 80 feet. So at this point, he's able to catch up a bit closer to you guys. You guys are able to go. I'd say with that, even though it succeeded its fill, it got stuck in the cloud kill for a couple rounds. I'm saying you guys will be able to get 3 rounds worth of movement away from the dragon. So you guys are 180 feet away.
He's catching up. Not he. Haruki is.
At this point, Haruki is only maybe about 10, 15 feet behind you guys.
All right, so then I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
All right, Uncle Haruki, you heal. You heal 9.
Yay.
All right, so he has to stop for a moment, and you kind of like catch up to him, and you almost like run into each other as he's like, "I got this rope." Kind of like do like the little like spin move off each other, and you kind of keep moving. Are you guys just gonna keep straight running? Are you guys gonna attempt to hide? Are you guys gonna set anything up? What do you guys?
I'm just running.
Is what's
Also,
his name still concentrating? Sylvarin still concentrating?
Sylvarin, it hasn't been an hour yet, so if you're still concentrating on, but you guys have to get close to him in order for it to work.
and he's the furthest ahead of us.
He's the furthest south,
To the
so
right.
you guys could get there, but it would cost you, I'd say, maybe a round, 2 rounds to get down to him.
Or half a round if we meet in the middle.
You'd have to shout down to him to convey this, or like say,
Turn!
Well, I don't have another slot for it anyway.
No,
Well, it's still
you're
going.
concentrating.
It's concentration for up to an hour.
Oh, I'm
It's only been
concentrating.
about a minute.
Yeah, it's been like maybe at this point it's been like 5 or 6 as you guys have been like running and sprinting and diving and
Sylvarin, get over here! Get over here!
Okay, then I'm gonna pull back.
Wait, what? No,
On you
here!
guys.
So far, go 180 degrees and go to the dragon's mouth.
What? No.
okay. So they're trying to call. He's trying to call you guys together.
Diagonally.
Yeah. So like as you guys like close up together. So if you guys wish, you hear again like a far off guttural. I will allow one final stealth roll.
Question.
Answer, Daily Devil.
While this is going on, can I make a perception check for the sounds of a river and the sounds and or of home?
Sure.
Natural 1, so 12.
Natural 1.
16.
Do I roll with advantage?
16.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear the sound of running water or calm wind or anything like that.
Then I just continue running.
Well, do you stealth or do you? Are you stealthing with the group or are you trying to sprint away?
I guess I'm stealthing with the group.
Do I roll with advantage because I'm a swamp monster?
Are you trying to get out of your swamp?
Did you already roll?
Yes.
Sure, you have advantage.
Do I have plus 4?
If you're that was only that one time because Dinar was actively trying to do something to help you. You have plus 10. You have plus 10 to whatever you roll.
Alright. So that's because I also roll with whatever the bless. That would be 30.
30. Okay. This time, you all there's a you guys as you're running Sylvarin, you spot about 2 or 3 fallen and partially decomposed rotting trees off to the eastern side, and you kind of grab you grab Dnar and pull him in that direction, and kind of like motion with the rest of you to go over there, and you guys will hunker down. But as you do, Dnar, your foot kind of catches, and you fall, and you kind of jump for a second, and as you're about to scream out and shout in involuntary pain, Rethanir's hand shoots up in like a vice, just grabs around your snout, holding it closed, and you just kind of like. And you guys wait there. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. 4. A giant claw slams about 10 feet to the side of where you guys are hiding, breaking one of the branches. None of you move. Krenor, you're frozen with fright. Dnar, your snout and mouth still in the vice grip of Rethanir are like ice. There is no motion from any of you guys as you steal yourself away. At this point, you're surely convinced to be the end. And then you notice the dragon hasn't stopped. It crashed, blind with anger, has continued to move on past you.
Oh, jeez, monkey fuck balls.
And you hear in the distance, as a combination of its wings flapping and its feet beating against the ground. We're gonna take a break.
Holy fucking shit. Oh,
Damn.
I'm literally sweating! I'm fucking sweating!
How could you do it to Dnar?
That was really
Oh my
riveting to
God.
watch.
Holy fuck.
Look at him run
Yeah.
back. Look at him run back.
Yeah, well, BRB means bring back bottles, because he wants to do recycling. so-
Why did John yell my name?
Pretty sure that was more stressful than the time you guys had to cross the road.
Oh my god.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, are
No.
we good?
Yeah.
Okay, it was more stressful for
I'll
me.
be back.
but-
Yeah, it was.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Ugh.
Alright.
How is no one dead?
I need a beer. I need more beers.
I don't know.
Because of
I
Death
don't
Ward.
know.
I need all the beers.
Death Ward?
Baby.
Guess what? Guess what? I have 0 slots.
Honestly,
9.
honestly, that death word was play of the game.
Wait, the game's not over. Don't be so serious.
Dragon's still out there and
Dragon's
still angry.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell, guys. You let an old man run up to a fucking black dragon, piss that bitch off, and get away with it.
You haven't gotten away from it yet.
It
We haven't
rolled
gone away.
so poorly to perceive you in those moments. That was the worst it rolled back from the last fight and interaction in this one. That was the worst it rolled.
I'm gonna vomit.
That's clearly because it was distracted by all sorts of
It
infernal
was,
knowledge.
it was distracted by infernal knowledge, by a hat, by
Oh
some
man.
clutch leaves. I thought it went as soon as you guys were all like competing to see who did the heroic last stand first. I'm like, cool, half the party's gonna die in an instant right now.
Me too.
I'm like, Dnar's gonna show up with himself and Sylvarin and being like, I'm here to fix shit.
I'm here to save the day!
I brought this guy. I don't know his name.
I mean, the dragon noticing us the first time was kind of my fault, so I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna own this now, but... Oh my god, guys.
You
Okay.
guys rolled so poorly on that first stealth,
Oh.
and then so fucking amazing.
I need a
on
beer. I need a beer.
Yeah, I need beer. I need beer. Ugh.
This
Can I
is the
just
song. This
state
is the
my-
song in my head while I ran in through that firewall.
That.
I'm afraid to open this.
It's not bad.
It's just gonna be I beat my meat.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus. It's so Shrek right there too.
That's pretty great. Kind of thought there was a moment where people were like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself, and then another person goes, No, I'm gonna sacrifice.
That's literally what the first, like, that was it. Was like, I'm gonna die for you guys. No, I'm gonna die for you guys. No, I'm gonna die for you.
Well, I think it was less that for me, and it was more I'm not letting you die on my behalf. Not I want to die. It's just I can't let you die.
Give it death
I
wish.
can't. It was more I can't let you do that.
BRB 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hate myself. I couldn't heal through it. How are you doing, Breezy?
I'm all right. I'm gonna get myself some more milk because I'm out of
Ah.
decaf coffee.
You're a man of good taste.
Well, I made myself like a half decaf mocha whatever drink, so now I'm gonna have some chocolate milk.
Same.
And I'm back. Phew.
You know, I was gonna get another beer, and then I was like, nah, bourbon's good.
No, holy shit. I have nothing. I have nothing else. I have Indomitable. That's all I have.
I do have a few spell slots left. I don't have any like really decisive spells prepped.
And just BT dubs, a natural 20 on a fucking attack would have killed me.
I was mentally preparing myself for a TPK. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna have to come up with a new fucking campaign by next week.
Hey! Can always go back to that Iron Banner thing.
I mean, that was gonna be my default. Hey guys, remember that one shot? It's the shot.
It's
now.
canon.
It's the campaign now.
We're gonna take a 15-year blast to the past.
How did things get so fucked up?
Alright, I'm back.
This is how.
Well, you see.
You guys screwed it up to begin with, sillies.
I can't believe we screwed that up on a roll with plus 10 by default.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's
We're all
nothing.
reconvening.
We're still waiting for everyone to come back. You guys successfully, finally, were able to hide from the dragon, blind in its fury and its inability to kill a single puny old man, crushed in its arrogance and anger after being haywayed by the cloud kill, barely missing your hiding spot by a mere 10 feet.
By the way, if he had seen us, I have 4 slots of command I was gonna use. 5.
Stay.
No,
Stay.
flee! What, John?
Look at all that AIDS you have. AIDS.
Yeah, aid doesn't heal.
You don't need to heal.
I used aid already. Yeah. You
Wait,
have
what?
10 extra hit points because of it. Yeah, I used that 3rd level to begin the day. I think it was you. It was me, Rethi, and was it Haruki or Krenor? I think it was Krenor.
Could have spoken with animals before else attack.
Yeah, that totally would have helped. Nothing that really would have helped. It just stops frightened. Yeah. Too much. Here are the things I can do. Next time I'm gonna take this again. I used it in the Ndar fight.
Blim, when you stood up and started the charge of the dragon, I was like, well, we had a very interesting and apparently not very relevant discussion earlier this
Right?
week.
Like, that was not how I was intending for things to go, but,
I was like, you stood up. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize he didn't like playing Rethenir that badly.
no. It was like, it was just kind of like a, hey, if this happens to happen, and I was like, oh, fuck,
We are
well,
still on tomorrow, so we'll let you know when complete.
it just fucking saw me, so.
So it seems.
That was such a shitty roll, too, like, even with the pass without a trace, I was like, oh, no.
I wasn't even, like, honestly, like, it was actively looking for you guys, so it had to perceive. It just wasn't based on its passive perception,
Yeah.
which is kind of what was, like, led to the first interaction. So it didn't roll super high on its actual.
But I rolled so low.
Guys, I need
Another
to.
nat 1. Also,
What's up? What's up,
I
Spencer?
need to be right back for a few minutes, like starting now. So I
Tell
will be
Paul
back.
to fuck
I'm sorry.
off.
It's not Paulie. It's my mom. She's coming tomorrow, and I gotta make sure. Okay.
Oh
so,
yeah, of course, man.
Okay.
Also,
I thought you meant
Breezy.
I'll be back.
Hey, hi.
Before that natural 1, when I was saying be right back and Rethi and Blim was doing his entire like cloud kill thing, I rolled a dice just to tell you what it was gonna be, and it was a natural 20. But I was like, you know what? I didn't tell him be right back, and he didn't tell me to roll just to be safe, so I'm just gonna ignore that one.
That's fair. That's being very honest.
Yeah, no, I was gonna. That was at the point where I thought it was still gonna be another athletics check. So I rolled it, and I was gonna message it to you, but I was like, you know what? I'll wait a little bit, and I'll just roll. And then I rolled a natural 1.
You know what? Narratively, I think it played out very, very well. The threshold. So you guys, the way I kind of handle group, just so you guys are aware, so it doesn't make it seem like I'm pulling wolves out of my ass. Generally, how I approach group skill challenges is I'll have the DC that I'll pick based on the scenario, or that seems to be appropriate for the scenario. Above is considered a success. Below is a failure. Natural 1s are 2 failures. Natural 20s are 2 successes.
The Mercer
then-
rules.
Essentially, so it's whichever one is more. It's but then like the average. If there's somebody that's like just at the cusp of like a failure, like I'll do the success at a cost type. I like to do a lot of the things with like success at a cost. So like you might be able to hide, but like the talon sinks into your,
like
the
that.
dragon's
your
talon like,
face.
sinks into your leg, and you suffer blah 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 damage, and it takes the rest of the party jumping on top of you to keep you from screaming out. But none of you rolled that close to the threshold.
Yeah, natural 1 got me less damage than.
Well, that was the Rethenir.
No, I know.
Is like
Thank God I'm Swamp Monster.
almost to the point of suffocation. Is how tightly he's holding your mouth closed.
Suffocation. No
It's
breathing.
also funny.
Damn it!
Oh, Blim. By the way, are you working tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. We're playing at like.
He works until like 8
1:30.
p.m.
Ralphie, are you
1:30
back?
p.m.
Yeah.
Rude.
Haruko, are
Saturday?
you back?
I am back.
Alrighty.
Well, have fun. Let me know how it is.
It's a 52-page rulebook.
Alright,
Oh,
guys,
boy.
we're gonna Gloomhaven is a beast. We're gonna jump back in. Because alright, so several tense moments have passed, and the dragon continued to bound and break its way to the point where you could no longer hear either its roaring or its thrashing motions.
Still good?
You all stand there, or rather sit there, in frigid waters, soaked, exhausted, scarred, and bloodied. But some fucking how, you are all alive.
Where is my mind? Okay. Are you I can't heal you. I can't heal you, Haruki.
I'm gonna go over to Haruki and cast the second level.
Okay, by the way, his back, it's terrifying to look at. There's portions where the skin is gone to the point where you can see like ligature and muscle.
Okay, you know what? I can heal you, Haruki.
It's
Or...
by sheer force of determination and willpower that he is even conscious at this point.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds from my staff as my last slot, so I'm rolling a d20 to see if it disappears. Oh shit.
Did it?
Did the staff just break?
We were really close, boys. It did not.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright.
How else is everyone looking?
I'm okay.
Haruki, take another 4 from my lay on hands. So you got 12 from me so far.
12 from you total.
Oh, it's a Cure Wounds. It's a d8.
Yeah.
Wait, so Haruki looks extremely bloody and everyone else is pretty good?
He has at 1 health.
I mean, comparatively.
Comparatively.
He
Okay, you
looks
know
the
what?
worst.
You know what? I'm gonna use 2 more Cure Wounds and 1 on Haruki and 1 Cure Wounds on Rethi
Okay.
at first level.
You
I
get
rolled
12.
12.
Haruki, that's 8 plus 12. 20 more hit points to Haruki.
Oh, what the fuck?
And
Suddenly you're like, oh.
9 to Rethi.
I could go another round with that dragon.
He runs back, tells everyone to run.
Haruki, how are you looking now? Or like, how's his terribly scarred back doing now?
I mean, it's the muscle and ligature and skin rapidly begins to form and heal. There's still some horrific scarring. As with scar tissue, it forms quite rapidly, and through the incredible use of divine magic, it's healed. There's no worry for infection. But you ever seen like acid scar victims, like
Yeah.
acid burn victims?
I'm assuming I look
Oh,
like fucking
yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
But it's like from like the back of his neck, back of his shoulders, all the way down to his waist, like past, like down like the top of his like haunches and legs as well.
Oh, Rethi, I give you your bag of holding back. Also,
You're all very brave. Very foolish.
can I give a potion of healing to Rethi? I'm not feeding it to you.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you one.
Okay, that's fair.
Do as you see fit.
Thank you.
Haruki, do you want to see what your back looks like?
I kind of just stare.
Okay. We don't hear the dragon anymore, right?
Make a perception check.
The fuck. 17.
No, you don't hit the dragon. It's fine.
We need a move.
I don't know if we should.
You want to stay right here where the dragon just walked by?
I mean,
Yes.
What direction did the dragon go?
More east than south.
How long ago was this?
At this point, about 5 minutes.
When last we tried to flee. When last we tried to hide. Failed.
True, but he was
And-
not as angry as he was now, and he's liable to keep going and thrashing about for longer. So I say we take our time and move now, while we can.
Breathy, if you want to wait 5 minutes to see if we hear it again, that's okay, but I think we should move generally now.
We give him time to calm down. We'll give him time to come back. We don't want to be here when he comes back.
Very well.
So, Varn, are you still using that thing on us? That dark thing?
well, remind me how long it's been, somebody.
At this point, it's been close to half an hour, so you have about you're halfway through its use.
Yeah, I'm still using it. What are you thinking?
I think we should go while it's still up.
I mean, can we sense that the dragon's anywhere close by? Question mark.
Denardus perceived to see if he could still hear it, and he didn't hear anything or see anything.
Let's move slowly. Under the cover of the shadows for now. But we should keep moving.
And if we hear anything whatsoever, hide.
And I will try to throw another rock, but
No, but it shouldn't happen again. I will dance around him once more, though I don't know how many more times I can be doing that, but he will definitely want to come for me.
the great judge has spared you this day. I do not think that you are meant to leave this world just yet.
Well, if we tango with that dragon again, I am unsure.
You're all very brave. You're all... Some of you are very foolish. But you deserve this, at least. Haruki. And I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and cast life transference on him. So I suffer 48 necrotic damage, and he regains double those hit points. It's like veins kind of like go black and like pop out in my neck.
You really sure you want to do that?
Yep, so I suffer 22 damage, and you regain 44 points.
Ruki, you feel this like cold influx on your shoulder, and in the moment it hits your chest, the cold melts away to calming warmth. But as you see these veins turn black and kind of the skin and travel down, and there's a moment where you almost see the skin wither, and there is age that shows on Rethanir's face for just a moment before the blackness and frailty fades.
I thank you.
We are all in your debt now. If you think we should move, let's be on our way.
So you all travel carefully with the benefit of Sylvarin's Pass Without a Trace. It's still a slog. Even at this distance, it is tough to push your way through the thick vines and rough roots that make up this area of the swamp. And you press on for another hour carefully. At every snap, at every break, at every sound, the group gets low and quiet and looks around. You all very still, much tense and on edge. And you press on for another hour after that. It's very dark at this point. The sun has gone down. It's getting close to where you might want to think about finding a place to rest for the night. And it's about 20 minutes or so after the sun has completely gone down and it is full darkness that you see a teeny tiny little glow, orange-red glow, about 55 feet to the... You guys are traveling south to like the southwest of where you guys have been going.
I've got enhanced dark vision.
So you see a slightly brighter glowing area of orange and red. But you're able to tell it is... You can tell with your enhanced dark vision that it is like kind of flickering and pulsing and getting smaller and bigger and smaller and kind of erratically moving a little bit. The light source is stationary, but like the intensity of its glow seems to erratically change.
Hand out. Just like, stop. to watch it. I point and I watch.
You guys all watch for the next minute or so, and the glow doesn't move, it doesn't change. It's just this steady, slightly erratic pattern of orangish red, kind of.
Alright. Hear anything?
Make a perception.
Conversation. 22.
You don't hear conversation. You hear the slight rhythmic popping and crackling of burnt wood.
Oh. Shit. It's... What is it, Rethe?
Appears to be a fire. I have not known a black dragon to build a campfire. Should we approach?
Let me go in first, and you guys follow.
No, I'll go.
Krenor.
It's bad.
Literally all of you are cut. I have like 5 cuts on me. I'm good.
I will walk with Dinar.
Haruki. Just stay like 10 feet back.
I will stay 10 feet back.
And I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk, not super stealthily.
Okay.
And like, you know, shield in one hand, no sword in the other.
Okay. You walk confidently in to the light, and as you do, you get around the side of a tree, and you do see it is a small campfire, very, very small. And around it, you see there's a small area that has been cleared, so it doesn't set the rest of the brush on fire.
It's the merchant. It's the merchant, guys.
There doesn't seem to be anybody else around. It's there. You see, like the area has been cleared. You see patches around where somebody might have sat before, but
That's not to you, Breezy.
I saw the note. But for the moment, this campsite, if you could call it that, seems abandoned.
I'm going to say, not super loud, like I'm not yelling by any means. If anyone's there, we come in peace. And I recommend not going north. Do I hear any response or anything?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna wait there for another minute or two,
Mhm.
just at the edge of the clearing. If I don't see or hear anything, I'm going to cautiously walk back. Not turn around, but like walk back.
Okay. You wait for a moment. Do you travel in the same direction, or do you take a different direction back?
I'll go a different direction. Still, like, if the party is east of me,
Mhm.
I'll go like east-southeast.
Okay. You just get about to the edge of the clearing, and all of a sudden something catches your foot. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. 19.
19. You just barely are able to kind of step off to the side as all of a sudden this rope noose that was very cleverly hid amongst all the brush and loam and nearly indiscernible considering that you have no dark vision, Mr. Dragonborn. Barely misses snapping around your ankle, and you all hear this giant as this log that was kind of stuck halfway, which appeared to everyone else just to be kind of a widowmaker, like a broken log of a tree that has been kind of stuck up against another tree, all of a sudden just goes, and there's this giant sound as this rope is just kind of sprung up and launched into the air, holding nothing.
Okay, I'm not gonna go back. Not cool. Okay? Look, it's late. I'm not here to hurt you. So if you don't want me to be here, just tell me and I'll leave.
My notes are loading. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were just you were just saying that there's no response. I'm a very nice guy if you don't try to kill me.
If you have to say it.
Dude, you can't say that.
And now Kurnor's just like, ah.
Charisma.
Tell me I am nice.
Alright.
Grr.
So, Valen, you are up in one of your spots. You watch them come in. You saw this happen. You heard everything that Dinar had said. This young dragonborn, colored as to some of the patrols you've seen come from a nearby village, every now and again. Set off one of your traps, just barely manages to avoid it. But he, from your secret hidden spot, you hear him say this.
Okay, I'm gonna take this approach. As that trap trips, you see a man fall out of a tree with a rope around his throat.
How high up is this?
How high up are you?
Like, realistically, my feet are probably 5 feet up, like above the ground. Like I can just barely touch the ground.
Okay, I automatically run forward, draw my sword, and I'm gonna hold him up with one arm while, like, slicing at the rope with the other.
I cast light.
As you run forward, make another dexterity saving throw.
I'll fucking kill you. Kill, not Dinar.
I cast light on myself.
14.
14. So as you run towards him, there is another, you feel, rope switch kind of constrict around your leg really quick, but this one, instead of taking you up, this is just a straight tripwire, and you go poof, poof, and you just fall flat prone.
Wait, was this a dex save where it was only targeting me?
You're the only one running in that direction.
Hold on.
Are you gonna use your shield?
To help you from
To not trip?
Use it as a crutch.
If you are not incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dex save against a spell or harmful effect that targets only me. Would this count or no?
This isn't a spell or a harmful effect.
Okay,
this is a
then no.
rope tripping you.
There's very few chances that I'm ever going to use the shield master.
I will run up and cut the man down from...
Do you step on my face into the mud?
I do not step on your face into the mud.
Okay. Make
No, I stay put, but
make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
If he's within
How many
10
traps are there?
plus 4.
I've activated my trap's trap card.
Oh my god, that's a fucking 5.
5. Okay, you run forward, and all of a sudden you're running, and the ground just disappears beneath your feet, and you fall 10 feet into a small cube-like hole. You suffer 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall and smack into the ground.
I'm
super
out.
wet, sodden ground.
You're out?
No, I would have been out if we didn't heal up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I healed you like 40
I know,
times.
I'm joking.
The whole time, by the way, this strange individual has been clutching and is choking.
Wait, am I on
My
the
eyes
ground or am I
widen
tied?
at all the people in front of me.
At this
he
point,
holding
Dinar,
it
you've
up?
been able to get up. Krenor has cast light at this point, by the way, and the entire area is now bathed in bright light.
Okay, how far away is this person from me?
He's right in front of you.
Oh, he's right in front of me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut him down.
Okay.
While looking around at my surroundings to make sure no one's coming in.
Would there have been any other more traps around there?
Yeah, there's a bear trap.
Okay. right underneath where he would be.
Yeah.
Alright, Dinar, make one more dexterity saving throw.
You know what? I was about to ask how the hell I don't see that. Never mind.
but you're Dinar.
You're Donar.
That will be a 7 plus 2, because this is a harmful effect.
Mhm.
9.
9. Okay.
Ow.
You step forward this time, and as you do, you hear a rusty metallic whir and click as all of a sudden this and this old bear trap snaps on your leg, and you suffer 10 points of piercing damage.
Plus 5 points of tetanus damage.
Hey, I'm immune to disease.
How much psychic damage is embarrassment?
Wait, can I?
I don't
Can I
have enough
still
D10s.
reach him even though the thing's on my leg?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut him down with the thing on my leg.
Okay, your speed is 0.
I thought he was.
No, I'm just letting you know, like, in case you wish to run away, you're currently grappled by the thing.
Have you met me? There's an innocent person dying.
Okay, so you watch as, despite the bear trap springing and trapping him to the ground, him reach up and attempt to cut the rope and cut you down. Do you do anything?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm like kicking at him.
So as you go and try to cut him, strangely, this individual is attempting to kick and keep you away. And you feel his strong booted legs kind of clang against your shield, and you're like, "What? Are you? What?"
He's suffocating. He's not trying to kick me. He's just flailing.
Flailing.
Hold still.
As all this is going down, can I just turn to Krenor and say, Krenor, the dragon's still out there, and it's dark, and it has very good vision. Put that light out.
I put the light out.
And then I just stand still, and I'm thoroughly confused by what's happening.
Can I get out of the hole?
Yeah, it's not that. It's a 10-foot. It takes you around, but you pull yourself up out of the ground, looking over to see Dinar with 1 foot in a bear trap, attempting to cut this clearly choking person out of a tree, as the person in the tree is resolutely kicking and attempting to stop.
I go over and I try to assist.
I'm gonna hold the guy.
Do you rush over, or do you take your time?
I'm going to take my time and slowly make sure there's nothing else I can fall and trip and break my head.
You are wiser than me.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can I
20,
perceive,
unnatural.
like, any other creatures in the vicinity?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So as you take your time and kind of look around, actually, I make it with disadvantage because it's dark and you're a human.
13.
13. You look and you can see kind of the edges of the trap that Dinar tripped over. You can see the bear trap, and you can see that there's probably more. It's tough to tell where they are, but there are something's off about this area. Doesn't seem as peaceful as you thought it was.
I will continue onward.
Randy, do you say or do anything?
Well, I choke, and I spit on Dinar.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm running from a fucking dragon. I'm just gonna wrap my arms around his legs, pick him up. Haruki,
And
cut him. I mean, the rope.
okay. This is going to be a grapple check, so Dinar, make athletics check. Randy, make
That's cocked.
acrobatics or athletics at disadvantage because you're hanging from a rope.
He succeeds.
What'd you roll?
Acrobatics.
Natural 1, so 10. I can't roll tonight.
24.
24.
Wow. So, like an oily snake, he just slips out of your grasp, and you kind of don't half fall to the ground in front of you. Haruki, you're still trying to make your way, plotting heel first. Careful step, careful step, careful step, careful step. Trying to make your way around.
Um.
Savarin, you doing anything?
No.
He's just,
He's still running.
This entire interaction would be
I never
so
stopped
if
running.
I had my trademark Misty Step. Would be on top of that.
Why don't you have it?
Because I used all my second level spells.
Oh.
So, all right, you guys eventually, Haruki, you get out there. This individual, whoever they are, is now been choking for several seconds. His eyes are kind of bugging out in his face.
ching.
Okay. Randy, are you gonna let him cut the rope down, or?
I'm tired. I'm just gonna give up.
So he just doesn't even like. It's almost like he just kind of like sighs, like fine, and just kind of like lays slack in the rope for a second, and you freak out because you think he maybe have choked to death. You quickly catch the rope, and he lightly lands on his feet, and then immediately bounds about 10 feet away from you guys.
Wait, what?
Still staring at all of you.
I'm gonna cast Command at him and tell him to approach.
Wow.
All right, that's
Okay.
extreme.
Randy, make a charisma saving throw.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
We're learning your stats here.
22.
Yeah, you succeed.
So you hear him like sound kind of like the knell of a bell, just go like approach, and you're like, no.
Why?
I start smacking my ear. What was that? Third time this week. I can't get it right. First time, the branch broke. The second time, the tree fell down. Third time, you guys show up.
Fourth
What are you
time.
talking about? And can I
Wait.
take this thing off my foot?
Question: does Krenor still look like a SWAT monster?
No.
At this point, no. He looks like a beleaguered and tired old rock gnome, deep gnome, excuse me.
He's very small.
He's very small
Don't
and very
dare.
dark skinned.
Super
Don't you
racist,
dare.
dude. Super racist.
Don't you fucking dare.
It's quite peculiar.
I know what you're thinking,
haven't-
Malin.
You can't remember the last time you saw a deep gnome this
Boy.
this side of the surface.
Hello?
And look, I try to do this thing. This one time, I try to do something for myself. And you come here, and you bring this old wrinkly baby here to these woods.
I'll have you know.
And it can talk. It's aged so badly here.
And
Uh,
who are you?
Yes, that is a question. And who are you? Wait, no, sorry, you asked a question.
I am
What's your question?
Retinue Morganthar.
No.
Kalimvor.
Me first, sorry. Wait, no. Yes, Valen. Yes, but you can call me Vale.
Very well.
No, it's Vale.
I'm still like fairly far from the campsite because I never approached after all the trap stuff started happening.
Please, no, come closer, please. Fred, you didn't tell me I had visitors.
There going to be more bear traps because I do not relish the prospect of stepping in one.
I can't make promises. But
Then
the fire-
perhaps we'd best introduce ourselves from here.
Hmm.
Do you mean us harm?
Not at the moment, but you also just...
Insight check. Do I believe him after all that trap shenanigans?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
you walked into his swamp, donkey.
Don't get.
Donkey.
Oh god.
Ass.
Insight. 17.
Vale, how truthful are you being?
Very truthful.
Seems pretty honest.
What does Vale look like?
Let me
Vale, if you
go
would like
up.
to describe
I
yourself.
You see a human male about 5'7", with light blue eyes and light brown skin. he's wearing leather armor that's very dirty. Under the dirt, you can see sort of a pale tree engraved into the breast of it. He has a very unkempt beard and greasy shoulder-length auburn hair. He smells incredibly bad. like if memory is the strongest recaller of memory, you'll never forget this man.
Ooh.
Did you know there's a dragon here, sir?
Hmm? I mean, I see the one standing next to you.
No, there's a black dragon.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. He's not here.
And has not passed this way. You have not heard any.
He's not
Side
here
of it.
here. But
Have I
here.
seen this dragon?
Never, ever in your solitary time.
I don't know. I've been here for a while. If there was a dragon here, I think I would have noticed.
You see us all burnt, or not burnt, acided.
Well, it's very difficult for him to see as a human apart from the dim firelight.
Hi, my name's Deadpool.
So, how far away are we from the edge of the woods?
Are you asking me or?
Who are you asking?
No, I'm asking not Malin.
Okay.
Valen.
He's
You're
got a
asking-
name.
Yeah, I have a name, dude.
I didn't notice.
How far? Well, I mean, you can probably see better than I, Dragon Man.
No, the edge is that way. We came from that way.
Well, if
Actually,
you
no,
knew
we
the
came from that
answer,
way.
why are you asking me?
No, I'm asking you how far away is it?
The edge of the woods?
Yes.
It's that way, and I point.
Does he point in the right direction?
I'm pointing up.
No. I'm talking about the edge of the woods to walk to.
Oh, I thought you meant like where the trees hit the sky.
No, I'm talking about where the trees hit the grass.
The ground, yes. Oh, so I point down.
Oh.
Guys, I think we should keep on running.
Well, it was certainly nice encountering you. Bye.
No, please, take a seat. I don't have
No.
that much water, but I rummage in my satchel and I pull out a jar of brownish yellowish liquid. I filtered it myself this morning. Please.
What were you filtering out exactly?
Well, it's natural.
Is this guy fucking peddling skooma right now?
I cast thaumaturgy on the hand area there.
I cast vomiturgy on the
Sorry, it's prestidigitation that I was thinking of. Never mind.
I'm going to walk back through the already sprung traps.
Are you still bear trapped?
No, I undid that.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back through the sprung traps because I know enough not to go through other places.
Okay.
Make a dex
But then as
save.
soon as I get like 5 feet away from the edge of the clearing, I start like jaywalking. You know how like you're in a crosswalk and you start like curling out, and I start doing that.
Okay.
I take my attack of opportunity.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah!
I'm joking.
16.
Channel divinity.
So
Please,
don't
please.
trip over that errant brute.
Please sit by the fire. It should be mostly safe.
No, I feel safer not sleeping by fire tonight. Right, Rethy?
Indeed.
Who's
Agreed.
Rethy?
I mean,
I
right?
am Rethenir
Stranger?
Horgrimalganvar. As I told you earlier. And
Oh, was that
as-
you? Oh.
And Although you have been fortunate, there is indeed an angry dragon on the hunt. It is
Who is-
dark and their visions, or a dragon's vision is keen. We may want to extinguish that flame.
This one?
Is there another?
Well, I don't know. I've only been here.
Then yes, that.
He casts light on the canopy.
Very well. I guess. I mean, I haven't had guests in a while. I feel like I should entertain you ways I can. Fred, can you put out the fire? Alright, fine, I'll do it myself. I kick out the fire.
Okay. So actually what you do is you walk over, and as he is attempting to kick out the fire, what you see him do is he's very deftly kicking a certain log off to the side first, which seems to, as it kind of sputters and furls off to the side, you see there is a little pouch that was just outside the range of the flames, the tied to the end of the log, that he kind of kicks off to the side first, and then goes around and attempts to, then slowly douses the flame.
So,
Sorry about that, he's not very talkative. He's very shy.
Who is this Fred? And where is this Fred? Oh yeah, I'd never roll perception to see if there are other creatures about.
It's fine. I point over there, in the distance. You see a tree wearing a cloak. That's Fred.
Sylvarin, is it custom among your people to name trees?
Spencer.
What?
Oh
I
man.
missed that. I must admit that.
Is it custom among your people to name trees? And is Fred a normal tree name?
Fred is most deaf.
Ah,
But yeah, no, people name. Well, trees already have names because they are people ish.
No, trees are trees.
Yeah, no, I'm with Val on this one. Trees are trees.
He seems pretty wise about this kind of stuff. Yeah.
but trees have names.
Well,
No, I
yes.
get that. I get that part, but trees are trees.
How's the fire doing?
Fire's out.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of relax a little.
I cast speak with trees.
You're making Fred nervous, guys. Please settle down.
I slowly and very carefully approach.
Okay.
I attempt to shake Fred's hand.
Okay. It's a cloak.
Hey, Val.
So you kind of go up and you just kind of poke it with an outstretched palm, just kind of going.
Well, it's,
Yes. Yes, Dragon Man.
nice to meet you, Fred.
Why were you killing yourself?
What? No, I wasn't. Wait, no. Was I? Okay, I might have been. A little bit. I've been here a while. I'm not sure how long. But I made a mark every week. Every month. I can't count them myself. Hard for me to do it. But if you could.
I'm gonna cautiously go to the markings.
I hold out my arms and you see
Oh,
mark like tally marks carved into his up his arms.
How many do I see?
You see roughly 10 years worth of markings
Wait, is that monthly or weekly?
monthly.
Oh,
No, wait.
Well, I mean it's 10 years, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know.
Well,
that's a lot.
Weeks is significantly more than months and 10 years worth of marks.
That's a lot of arms.
All right, let's say weekly.
Okay.
Head to toe.
You don't have an arm.
Yeah, I'm not counting all that. It's a lot, guys.
So,
But like, actually, can we move a little bit and then go to sleep? Vale, we'll see you later.
we well, don't get too far away from someone who could perhaps be a new friend here.
Why
I
have you?
point at my bleeding shin.
Are we friends?
No,
I
we are
see
not.
Well, no, it takes time, friendship is a blooming flower that needs watering, as you know. And,
Oh, there's flowers in the woods.
do you know what? Yes,
And
and,
flowers do
well,
not take root in all soil. Why have you been here so long by yourself? Or with Fred?
Please don't talk about Fred like that. It's complicated. I was with a group and things went bad. But that's all in the past. Why are you here?
Fleeing a dragon.
A very noble cause.
What makes that noble?
Well, you didn't die, so that's pretty noble.
Hmm.
From what I know about dragons, they're sometimes dicks.
something like
Indeed.
that. So, are you, how are you feeling?
No, it's Valen.
Yes, Valen. So, like, you've been out here, what say you, 10 years?
How'd you know that?
How did you know that?
Do you have, many friends like Fred here?
Nor he
Oh,
said about
Fred's
Fred.
more of a roommate. He's not much of a friend.
Oh, don't say that right in front of him like that.
It's a thing. You wouldn't get it.
Well, I
But you-
personally...
You speak well for a child.
Oh, Thank you. Okay, well, in any case, we don't mean to impose on you, but, I think we need to rest, and we don't want to, barge in on you and your, roommate here. So,
No. Please stay. Please. I have plenty of water and air quotes to go around.
well,
Well,
I'm too tired to hug you.
Rethi, what do you think? We need to be moving, but we also need to sleep soon.
I don't know who Rethi is, but I think
By
he
the way,
would
Val,
agree.
you look out, this party is covered in mud and loam and blood and smell of acrid burning. Almost, I mean, quite pleasant to you, given your natural musk, but
I gotta say, you guys are a pleasant smelling bunch.
I kind of give him a side eye with my scars.
and you are not. Have you considered bathing?
Going near the water? Are you mad? That's where the predators go.
Hmm.
Clearly, you're new to these woods.
Yes, and
Unless you
That's
can
fair.
just create water out of thin air. It'd be pretty silly to just go to the river.
you can create water out of thin air?
Oh,
So, I can. So.
alright, don't be silly, alright?
And I will cast Create Food and Water.
do you have any spell slots left?
I have 1 3rd-level spell slot.
Wow!
Actually, no, I have 2. So I create food and water. Because I bet we're fucking hungry and dehydrated.
So you watch as he reaches into this bag and reaches down to about the elbow in the bag and pulls out about 3 or 4 jugs and about a couple plates, and he pulls this holy symbol off his necklace around his neck, and he chants a phrase really quick, and all of a sudden the jugs fill to the brim with crystal clear water and a vaguely palpable smelling amount of tofu-esque food.
Lembas bread.
Lembas bread appears in the plates.
I get down on my knees. By Elda. What kind of holy creature are you?
Oh God.
Do you know of the Book of Balance?
Oh God.
Oh no!
Very jealous right now.
Even I know this joke, and I'm the newest guy.
And as Rethanir's face uncharacteristically lights up,
I start breaking the bread and handing it out and talking about the Book of Balance and giving him the whole spiel.
you guys get acquainted with your new host, Valen, as you take the time to finally breathe a legitimate sigh of relief, knowing that the most recent danger is behind you. And Dinar, you don't know where you are in the forest, but you feel close to home.